That was a little crazy.
No, yeah, the tech stuff was just not on our side today.
No, it wasn't.
And Chris
All
is
right,
just
well.
chowing down on some nachos.
Where are those nachos from?
Your mic's muted. You.
Oh, Dairy Dart.
I'm glad your mic was muted. I very much appreciate that.
They have good nachos?
It's chili chips and cheese.
Oh, like ballpark nachos?
I don't go to ballparks. I don't know.
It sounds like it.
Yeah, basically.
Pretty much, yeah.
And a nice cherry Pepsi. I'm going to destroy the next toilet I see.
Fair enough.
Dude,
You know I'm recording, right?
I don't give a crap.
All right, cool. I'm just glad.
He will later.
Yeah. After the fact, he will.
I'm not trying to impress anybody.
So speaking of destroying toilets, I destroyed a toilet in the basement of the Harlan courthouse today.
Good for you. Next topic.
Are you going to be the first person to be kicked out of an entire county?
I don't think so because
Do they have a list of like Tyler? They got a picture of your face, like undesirable number 1. This guy destroyed our toilet.
So their bathroom is super sketchy, but the actual toilets and like urinals are very clean, which is like it looks like you're going into the Saw movie when you go into the basement like for the bathroom. I don't know. The doors don't lock. The stall door is like hits your knees. Like it like
one of the light flickers on and off.
Well, yeah, the one bulb that works, yes. And then like the sink, I was afraid I was gonna get tetanus from touching the sink. Man, it was just. What, Chris?
Nothing.
I don't know. It was just sketchy because like also the door of the stall like came up really high, like to my knee. Like the gap from the floor to the bottom of the door was to my knee. I'm just like, if somebody walks in, they're just seeing everything.
That's how I want to say I met my wife. How'd you meet
In
your
the
wife?
men's bathroom?
It's 2019, man.
Okay. Well, anyway, let's do an actual intro. Guys, welcome to Better Than Static. I'm your host, Tyler, and with me I have my two buddies, Chris and Lucas.
Hey.
What am I supposed to say? You just did it at the same time.
Okay, hold on. Lucas, say hi.
Hi.
Chris, say hi.
I don't even want to do it anymore.
Well, it's too late. They already know your voice. And special guest that we announced last week, but he's got a big announcement this week. His name is Jordan Allen. He's been here before. He's a great guest and a great friend of ours.
Friend of the show.
Yeah. I think he beat out Greg for being the person to appear on the most shows now. By a 1. It's 2-3.
Greg can go kick rocks now.
Whoa.
Greg.
He's got a daughter.
Who's Greg?
Greg is one of my coworkers and also one of our friends that goes to church with me and Chris.
Okay.
Yeah. He's a great guy. He's super cool. He was actually with me in Harlan today.
Typically, you just say their last name, but.
Well, I mean, I didn't want to say his, like, I mean, I don't know. You're a celebrity, so I can say your last name, because, like, I
just didn't know if I knew him, but
yeah.
It doesn't know what I do.
But anyways, thank you for listening to that first topic of me destroying a toilet and Chris eventually destroying a toilet. Do you guys have any other like topics, or are we going to keep on that topic?
I wanted to brag on you.
You wanted to brag on me? This is going to be the first in like forever.
And don't get used to it. We went to Nashville Sunday night, and my man here went to a comedy club and did an open mic night.
Oh my gosh.
And he did good.
That's
I
awesome.
didn't know it was this past Sunday. I knew you were doing it.
Yeah, no, I was my New Year's resolution. I was going to write a set, and I was going to perform the set at open mic, and like I did it.
He did it.
That's really cool, man. I've always wanted to do that.
It was way more laid back than I thought it would be. I thought like I would like have to worry about the like crowd heckling me and crap.
I was worried about that too.
Yeah, Chris, I was afraid Chris was going to be actually the big heckler, but it turned out to be cool. Chris, you would heckle me if you got the chance. Let's face it.
Heck no.
Yeah,
Heck
you
no.
would.
I'm supportive. Shut up.
Don't worry, Kirby. If I'm ever in the audience, I got you covered.
No, don't. Please don't. Um, but Chris was a super OG. Like he even FaceTimed my girlfriend where she could see it. Also, like the rest of the church group was there. But it was fun. It was at a place called the Cobra.
It was like a
That
Mill
was too
Street
much.
Club.
That was too much.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have said where. Um,
Amateur
It was
night
on
on
the NDA.
Tuesdays.
yeah, no, it was Sundays. Sundays, Lucas. That's why I
Sundays.
got to.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
why I got
that's
to
right.
perform.
So why were y'all in Nashville on Sunday?
We had like the youth leaders, so me, Greg, our other two friends, and then Chris. We all went to a conference where they had a lot of speakers and just other youth pastors. Where we had like a big worship set Monday and Tuesday, and like had some phenomenal speakers of just like encouraging and just pouring into us, and like giving us tips on how to approach maybe some like situations we might hit here in like 2019 because many things are changing with like interacting with kids and just a lot of new problems that we had never seen before that if they do come in to like we have to address it, we know better how to address it. And like that's just like the political stuff like in the news and stuff that we'd have to cover, like that we'd have to challenge, like that would challenge us.
Stuff
So
like
you're-
Chris wanting to meet his wife in a men's bathroom.
Yeah, that was actually
I'm not saying I wanted to. I'm just saying if it happened, it'd be a good story.
No, I think that you said that you wanted to meet your wife.
yeah,
that way.
you
Yeah.
explicitly said that.
The point is, I want a wife.
He doesn't really
how you
care
do it.
how he meets her.
That is important. That like
I've heard stories about people meeting their future spouse at funerals before. I mean, it happens.
I don't know which is worse, meeting a spouse at a funeral or in the Harlan County Courthouse men's bathroom.
What if it's the bathroom at a funeral?
I think that's definitely going to be worse because it's both of them combined. I don't
Yeah.
know. Maybe it depends on if it's a nicer bathroom than the one at the courthouse.
I don't know.
Well, what if there's a funeral at the courthouse?
There's a lot of what ifs, and I think we need to put Chris in those situations just in case that's where he does find his wife. Who knows?
I don't think the movie Funeral Crashers is going to do as well at the box office as Wedding Crashers did.
There was like that was a part of that. What? Yeah, it was a part of Wedding Crashers.
Yeah,
So,
Will Ferrell was was the funeral crasher.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Oops.
Yeah.
Did you not
I
watch
was
Wedding
trying to think.
Crashers?
I was like, did
Nope.
that happen in Step Brothers? But no, it was Wedding Crashers.
No, yeah, because you have the iconic line, "Mom, the meatloaf."
Meatloaf.
Exactly. So yeah, stuff like that. Meeting our wives in the men's bathroom. That's kind of the stuff we'll have to cover here in the future of youth ministry. But yeah,
I don't know why I have authority. I shouldn't have any responsibility over someone's children. This is bad.
well, like I shouldn't either because I'm not a very strong encourager of kids.
Oh yeah.
Like I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna tear down kids and they're just gonna hate me. But
It's true.
they
I might as
still,
well do it.
yeah. I mean, you gotta put them in their place, right? Tell them the world isn't all candy and rainbows.
Life ain't fair and the world is mean.
That's exactly right. But
And
there's
some of the best words of advice I ever heard was my dad said, "Son," I scraped my knee and he said, "Son, it'll feel a lot better when it quits hurting."
no truer
That is-
words have ever
That's
Yeah.
what my
Sound
doctor said before my
advice.
It was
colonoscopy.
true, and he didn't try to sugarcoat anything. So
Yeah. Chris, what did you say about your
I said,
colonoscopy?
that's what my doctor said before they wheeled me in.
what is things my doctor said before wheeling me in? That'd be a good Jeopardy category.
Who's
Yeah.
line?
Who's line? Yeah. Who's line to be good with that?
I missed that show. It's a great show.
My favorite ones were like best phrases to start a fight, and then I think what is it? The tall Ryan. Ryan comes in. He goes, "You guys want to fight?" and then he walks off.
You're not up to date on your lore, Tyler.
I remember I had, for some reason the other day, I think it was because I saw Ryan Stiles and something, but I remembered waiting in line for a movie in high school, and I don't remember. Yeah, the Irish drinking song?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Tyler could never do it right.
Yeah! Get to Tyler, and he'd be like,
I don't know. I'm like,
totally not rhyming at all.
Listen, that's why we let me start them, and then you all were like the last 3 legs
Yes,
of
but
it.
it still comes back to you.
What movie were we going to see? I
It
couldn't
was
recall.
one of the it was the first Deathly Hallows movie.
Okay.
No, I'm pretty sure it was the first. Oh, Chris is pretty dead set it's the second one.
No, you're right. It was the first.
Okay, that's what I thought.
I got a flip flop because I ate Hardee's the Drew Markham outside for the second one.
That moment was real special to Chris.
I
remembered it.
It was like the last time I seen him before your wedding. So like, yeah.
Yeah, I would say so.
I remember eating Hardee's because that was.
No, you weren't with us.
I ate at Hardee's before one movie with Jordan and Drew and Sam.
Wasn't me.
I don't.
We had our own special Hardee's moment. You weren't included.
Well, that was like your and Drew's.
Yeah, that was
it
our
might have
moment.
been. It might have been the second one. I don't know.
So I'm trying to interject yourself in my memory.
I remember it because that was the. I almost fist fought my dad that day.
Almost.
Yeah.
Not all the way.
Not all the way. Just almost. And then I listened to Jordan's first album, the first album ever. Not the one with the one about your cat, but the one after that on my way to Hardee's to meet
Not the one with fist fighting your dad on it.
No, that was the album afterwards because I told you this story and you're like, I need to write a song about that.
Gonna go fist fight my dad. That sounds like a great country song.
It does. Which, okay, so that brings me...
B-side to a George Jones album.
I'm gonna go fist fight. Yeah, that's great.
Wow.
So this does bring me to a question I had for you, Jordan. So what is your genre? What do you classify your genre of music as?
Fun.
Fun? Okay, I like that.
I don't really know. I think we usually just say we're rock and roll with the wrong instruments, or have said that in the past, I guess. But that's what I mean. I would say alt country is probably the best description.
Nice.
It's a broad spectrum. So
I was always questioning like this would be the opportune time to ask that question.
yeah. Sometimes people say it's like Kings of Leon and Mumford & Sons had a baby, but I don't really. This album is totally different than the album before, and then I'm going back into the studio May 15th, and then that record's going to be totally different than this album. So
put in that grind.
Yeah, 2 albums. That's pretty quick.
Well, I set a goal for myself last year to write a song a week, and then I ended up writing 51 songs last year, and about 10 of those are decent. But I got a lot of, like, I think only one song that I wrote last year is on Weary and Well Doing, and that's Johnny and Mabel. And I wrote a bunch of songs after that's going to go on this. And then I've written a bunch this year too, so.
Yeah.
It's only April. Good Lord.
No, yeah, you're like Chris.
I don't have
said.
any creative bones in my body. I don't.
I'm trying to think. No, I feel like you do. You're really good at impressions. That's a creative thing.
Yeah.
No,
I'm not
that is
good.
creative.
Apparently, Tyler thought I did a pretty good rendition of Roxanne this weekend. That stayed with me. That memory you did.
How did you do the rendition?
I gotta go.
It was kind of vague. I'm like, did you?
I just started like singing it a little bit. And I was like, hey, and he's like, whoa. I'm like, what? He's like, oh, it's pretty good. And I was like, okay, I want to shut up now.
Well, it's like when I did the DMX impression and it turned out really good the first time. It was just
First
like
10 seconds.
Yeah,
and then it went off the cliff.
Yeah. But like it's like you don't expect it to be good, but it was really good. Like it sounded just like the Police.
Chris, you should go next time you're in Nashville. You should go down on Broadway and try to get some karaoke in with Roxanne.
I have to do Sunday morning.
Yeah, that's Chris's go-to karaoke song.
You're gonna do Sunday morning. It has to be Sunday morning.
I have to.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's really good if you haven't heard it.
Oh, song. See, I thought you were like, well, if I do it,
Oh.
Sunday morning.
No, the song.
It's a form of worship.
Song.
Chris is from the Missionary Karaoke Baptist Church.
Well, guess what? My first church plan is that. I want to name it that.
What? The Missionary Karaoke Baptist?
Baptist Church.
Okay.
Karaoke Missionary Baptist Church, and it's gonna be in Anvil.
In Annville, Kentucky.
Yep.
That's what you just go to karaoke bars and then you're like,
I
Amazing
have a
Grace,
business
I
card.
painted all, please. And they'll play that, and then you just sing Christian songs in karaoke bars. Is that the whole spiel of it, or?
No, I start out like I'm the cool, relatable guy, so I start singing out some pop, so they know like I'm not like super like
Super jokey,
yeah.
Yeah.
So like I'm relatable, churchy. I'm
Okay.
not like PhD in the jean skirt, churchy. Like I'm
Chris. I don't think guys wear the jean skirts and PhDs.
Hey, it's 2019.
It is. I mean, I did say we'd have to cover that stuff in youth ministry
women
now.
can lead, then I can dress in a skirt. That was the worst thing I could have said.
No,
I
it's still
couldn't
not
say
as bad as the one like when we were talking about the worst invention in history.
Chris, yeah.
I mean, like that makes it sound like I'm a sexist, which I'm not. So like,
Just don't ever run for public office, man.
no kidding. They're gonna pull that. They're gonna pull these off and like.
If women can lead, they're not gonna wear jean skirts.
I mean, like women are great. They can do whatever they want. Like, sure. Like I don't know. I'm so bad at everything. Somebody help me.
Yeah.
You're killing it. I love
I've never-
everything you've just said right then.
I'm gonna be single forever at this rate. Like no chance. Oh, so what's your opinion on equal rights? I'm like, I got an episode of my podcast you can listen to.
If women
Tell
can
you
lead,
all
I
you
can
need
wear
to know
jean
about
skirts.
Yeah.
I show up to the next date in a jean skirt. So that's how she knows I'm solidarity with her.
Can that be the title? If women can lead, I can wear a jean skirt, or I can wear
Do
a jean
whatever you
skirt.
want. You can do whatever you want. I don't care. I'm giving you free
That's
reign.
right there.
It's gonna
I'm
be all of
real.
us in jean skirts. I was just gonna Photoshop that.
All of us with Kim Davis.
Yeah.
Shout out to Moorhead.
Yes. Hey, I was in Moorhead last month, I guess. I was playing bass for Nick Jamerson, and we played at the Rock Tap House up there.
Yeah, that wasn't open when I was there.
No, I don't think so. It's an old movie theater. And
No, we had an old one.
yeah, but I ate at a Japanese restaurant while I was there.
Yamato's?
What is it?
Yamato's?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh no, or was it the one in the gas station?
No.
Oh,
I don't think I'd trust. No, well,
No, part of that. No.
I
No,
don't
that's
think
one.
I would trust a Japanese restaurant in a gas station.
I mean, it was attached to the gas station.
It used to be a Captain D's.
Oh yeah, it was Yamato's.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Never ate there.
Actually, I'm being very hypocritical because I took Chris to a burrito place that was in a gas station in Ashland called Suplex Tacos. So that's very hypocritical of me that I won't eat Japanese out of a gas station. I
think circumstances. I mean, it depends on what kind of a gas station it was connected to. If it was connected to like a pilot, maybe, spur oil.
To be connected to a shell.
It was connected to a shell.
No, wait. The
The
one
burrito place was a BP.
Yeah, that's.
BP's solid though. I feel like that one's solid, but like Valero, you're
They
getting
had
like
the
a
huge
little.
spill on the Gulf, dude. No,
They cleaned it up. They did their best.
they did their best.
Chris, what's gonna be written on your gravestone? Best ever, or he did his best?
Probably 1993 to whatever year I died. If I had to guess.
No, like little epitaph or anything.
Nothing.
No.
He liked to wear jean skirts. Did you just?
I beat it to my. This is what you needed to know. Would you rather me have done it and just completely? Like,
What did you do?
What do you think I did?
Did you fart
Yeah.
or just scratch your butt? Because it looked like you scratched your butt.
Hands free, man. Hands where you can see him. Hands up.
Well, now.
Well, I mean, at least it was on the outside of his jean skirt.
I'm wearing shorts. Thank you very much.
Skorts? You're wearing a skort?
Shorts. You hear me? I'm enunciating. Gosh.
Oh my goodness.
I have dug myself into such a hole here.
It's okay. I don't think that many people listen to us. So I don't, especially like single ladies, Chris. I think you're safe.
Definitely single lady. There was one time. and that was it. So
That was very specific. Wait, oh no, I know this story. Never mind.
you know that story, yeah.
You guys are too vague.
I'll save my soul, huh?
You guys are too vague on the show.
No, we gotta
Well-
stay vague, or people know we're talking about them. So
It's true.
I mean,
You can take that. You can have that answer off the air. I'll tell you. Okay, so I actually had a legitimate question, like an actual like interview style question. So when you put an album together, like how do you decide what tracks go where in the order?
that's a good question. I make an album like I make a set list. So when you play, you want to have this like ebb and flow of like, all right, it's gonna start out this way, and then if it starts out high energy, then you want to take it down a little bit and then back up, back down. That's how I usually try to do it. And also, like established bands like Kings of Leon and Avett Brothers and all that stuff, like usually tracks 1 through 4 are your like single tracks. So like, I guess that was done back in the day. So it's like when you actually had to buy a whole CD to listen to that one song, you didn't have to skip through a bunch to get to it. So, but yeah, that's what I try to do. But then with this one, I knew that Dirge was going to be the closing track when I decided that I wanted it to go on there because that's how I wanted the album to end. That song is actually a sequel to the song Leave It Alone. So I wanted that to close the album out on a super depressing note.
well, I mean, it's not like that. Like it's not like you just had depressing songs. What I loved about this album, because you had like very upbeat stuff, like Gamble and Layla Joe. I feel like those are upbeat. Layla Joe sometimes has like a sad tone, but
a beat like they were gonna like get the guy in the grave. Okay, whatever.
like they were fast paced. I guess would be a better term. Lucas used upbeat last week to describe screamo, so I don't want to hear it, Chris.
I did?
You did. You said
I
like
don't
you're a
even remember
hardcore
talking
metal.
about screamo.
No, listen. He said he was going to inventory. He'd listen to like the hardest core stuff he could listen to. It's pretty upbeat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I did.
So like I feel like I can say that about Layla Joe, if that's okay with Jordan. But
Yeah.
you have a good mix of fast paced. You have a good mix of slow songs, and then you had like a couple. And this I don't mean this as an insult.
I'm not ready for this.
What
Don't.
I was gonna
Don't
say
make me
like they're like what do you think I'm gonna say?
I don't know. I'm scared.
Like Back Row Baptist, like that has like a funny tone. Like you have a couple songs that have the funny tone.
Back Row Baptist and Johnny and Mabel are like, and Till Death Do Us Part almost is like kind of lighthearted, but also talking about really serious subjects.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Those are my favorite songs to write because a lot of times they go over people's head, and that's just funny to me because it's like, people that Back Row Baptist is talking about might not even realize that I'm like, hey, you shouldn't do that. So, I don't think that is talking about you, Chris.
Tyler, do I sit in the same place every Sunday?
We sit over the same place every Sunday, but it's not the back row. It's like the side middle.
It's the same mentality.
That's not like. Did anyone ever? Have you ever heard anybody say like that guy's a Back Row Baptist? Do you know what that means? Like
They don't really participate.
well, that and like they are probably not really the best Christians in the world or best people. So like
See, it went over my head exactly what you were talking about.
that was the whole thing. Is like it just talks about like there are churches that that think that you're going to hell if your hair is too long or whatever it might be, but it's not really biblical. And so it's like because I don't conform to that, they might be like, well, that guy wears a Back Row Baptist, he just ain't no good. And I'm like, well, if that's what you want to call me, then whatever. But I think Jesus probably would have been called a Back Row Baptist back in the day
Long hair.
by certain people. Yeah.
Well, like and the people he hung out with too, like tax collectors and the fishermen. You know what I mean? Like he didn't hang out with your Sadducees and your Pharisees, but nobody's gonna call Jesus Back Row Baptist unless you're talking about the Sadducees or Pharisees.
Well, right, yeah, but yeah, and obviously that there was no such thing as Baptist, Methodist, and all that kind of stuff.
Oh no, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like, the people the church people of that time would have not thought that Jesus was very churchy at all, I guess, or following the right path, I guess is the right term. So that's kind of what that's just like. That's what that's talking about. Not if you sit in the same pew every Sunday, because all Baptists do that.
It's not just Baptists. It's like everybody has like their seat. It's like, I mean, that's where I sit. That's where I'm comfortable.
It's like the first day of college classes. Everybody goes in and, you find a seat, and that's where you sit every single day for that semester.
And when the dude named Sean that wears a sorority cap sits in your spot, you're like, you need to move, bro.
Yeah.
I made that up. I don't know.
I was like, that seemed really specific. So I was like, he's got some deep seated like
anger from a guy named Sean somewhere
from like 6 years ago.
It's Sean.
I was the guy that moved around, but like I made sure I didn't take anybody's seat. Like I would start out at the front of my class, and then I would slowly move back because I knew. That's how you do it.
I would sit in the back from day one. I would establish I'm here to participate as little as possible and get the grade that I can with that. And that's what I wanted to
I'm
convey.
such a goody-goody. I hate it.
I sat in the front too, Chris. Don't worry.
Okay, well, it depends on the class. Like there were some classes I hated, so I would sit in the back. But if like I was in like my history class, I'd be like up in the front, like freaking, I don't know, somebody annoying, and I'd have my notebook out and I'd have like everything in a row, like SpongeBob in boating school. Except I passed. So I guess that's not like it at all.
I had one class that I sat. Well, every class I sat in the back, but there's this one class that I sat in the back with a bunch. We had at Western there was a lot of Saudi exchange students, or not exchange, I guess, just Saudi students, international students, and I sat like every one of the Saudi students that were in that class sat together because they knew each other, and that just so happened to be like in the corner where I was like the back right corner. And I one day like randomly I think, oh yeah, they had like moved over in that row and like my seat was taken. So I tried to sit somewhere else, and they were like, they wouldn't let me. They were like, no, we'll move. You sit here. This is where you sit. Like,
wow.
They did not want me to move. So I was a international student in that class. Like, we used to go outside on breaks together and just talk, and it's a good class. I don't know why I told that story, but
that was a good story.
What it's about. I have like all my international student experiences were Tyler. Like I've probably told it before, but I had the Chinese exchange student.
Why'd you say like Tyler?
I don't know. I'm sorry.
I was like, what are you saying?
My brain broke. What were we? My brain stopped working. You're gonna have to take it. Sorry.
Okay. So
gave up.
The reason I would start out in the front is because like I would start every semester like I'm gonna be a good student. I'm gonna study. I'm gonna do my homework, and it's gonna be great. I'm gonna get an A, and then I would slowly move in the back. Like as soon as like after the first test, I got like a grade I didn't want. I went to the middle because I'm like, that teacher knows I did bad. They don't want to see my face. And then like I would slowly creep further and further back because I felt
think I had
ashamed.
any teacher that cared about my grades. I had like one, but that's because it was the Chinese class, and so she was like wanting everybody to get an A.
Yeah, you guys are all better students than me. Sure.
No,
because I ended up in the back for like the solid like 4
Tyler,
weeks after.
Didn't you get like 1B your entire time in college?
No, I graduated with a 3.0. I got many of C's and B's, and I got a couple A's to pull the C's out. But I got Lucas knows. So my second semester freshman year, I got a C in calculus 2. The rest were A's, and my mom like pulled me aside at home. She goes, "You need to work on that." I'm like, "Mom, that's freaking calc 2. I don't know what you had in your mind."
At least
that's the hardest class.
Hey, have you been taking drugs? That's what I've.
Have you been smoking the drugs?
Have you been getting a hold of the devil's lettuce?
Have you been taking alcohol?
Have you been taking alcohols? How many alcohols have you had, Tyler?
Too many to count on 2 hands.
Exactly 3.
But I was not I had many C's in my college because I didn't study a lot, which is bad. Because Lucas knows I would hang out at the BCM all the time and just hang out with people. I didn't really care as long as I made it through my classes. Which if my mom or dad heard that, I would die. They would come in and kill me because I would live at home still.
You still do.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? I'm still what?
Like I'm not in my own place to where they can't like they can still like enter my room and then destroy me.
Okay, if they try to ground you at
Come
24,
in
we've
and
got
like
some problems.
suplex you over the desk.
Yeah. No, Chris, they wouldn't ground me. That's what they would do. They would do what Lucas just described.
I feel like maybe this episode should just be called "Fist Fight My Dad." I don't, that would be you fist fighting your dad.
Yeah, there you go.
And Chris is in the background in a jean skirt.
I'm glad I didn't have another wrestling term, but oh no, I can't say that. It comes off really poorly.
Just
Like,
say
it's
it.
bad.
You already brought it up. Now you have to say it.
At least you're thinking ahead now.
Oh, okay. It was tag teamed by my parents. That sounds way bad.
That sounds so bad.
Yeah. So like, but it's a wrestling term because they had the tag team matches.
Yeah.
That would actually fit in like the Jordan thumbnails because last time was a Jordan thumbnail. It was a wrestling theme too.
It's true.
Chris, Chris
Tag
RKO'd. Tag team by my parents is it. That's
I
it.
get a lot of unwanted listeners on that one.
We're all tied.
Listen, Jordan, any listener is a wanted listener here at Better Than Static.
That's true. They're gonna be like, "Oh, this is not what I thought it was."
We'll get like an angry email.
You have to be really careful about what you name your episode. It could be misleading.
Yeah, because this is 2019.
Trust me, that stuff's been going on way longer than that.
Yeah, have you watched Game of Thrones?
Yeah. Cross the state line at Alabama, all bets are off.
Roll Tide, baby.
No, War Eagle, man. War Eagle.
Yeah, but nobody says that about that. Because Auburn gets lucky. They don't associate Auburn with that. It's just
That's true. I feel like Auburn is like,
Whew.
they're different.
They're the
like, oh,
classy
man, we
version of Alabama.
They're very classy.
Yeah.
We go down, we play for Phi Sigma Kappa at Auburn University like every 6 months, and those are like. I had one perception of fraternities when I was in college,
Yeah.
and then I went down there and was kind of like expecting what I thought fraternities were, and they're like your like Victorian era Southern gentlemen. It's like, do you need? They don't have the accent, but do you need anything? Can we get you anything? Freaking feed you, and if you don't, if like say you wanted, like one time Justin Iman wanted a Monster energy drink, right? And he was like, "Do y'all have any Monster?" And they like snapped their fingers, and then some pledges came. He was like, "There's a gas station down there. Go get this guy a Monster."
What flavor do you want?
Yeah. So my impression of Auburn is just they're all very like high class people, good folks.
I've never met any high class people.
I don't think I have either.
I'm a tramp.
I feel like that they are.
I
But
don't
they sound like
associate
that.
with high class people just because they won't have me. But I have been around high class people.
I waved at a guy once in first class on the plane. It's as close as I got. Hey man.
Did he trip? Like, did he like bow his hat down? Like, you know what I mean?
He didn't have a neck beard, Tyler. He was in first class. You think?
I bet first class people have hats. I bet they wear hats.
Yeah, but no, this is associated with like milady. That's not. That don't happen. Neck beards aren't
What
allowed.
you say when you do this? If you say partner, then it's Western.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. If it's like,
Really?
but but you got a cowboy hat. If you're doing this with like a fedora, you're like, get out of here. You probably smell like BO.
Fedoras.
Well, it depends on what kind of fedora. If it was like the wolf's tooth fedora, yeah. But if it's like an Indiana Jones fedora,
No,
that's
no,
like,
because
hey,
I've
we're
seen
gonna
people
go on an
that even
adventure.
have that one. Even have that one, it's still cringy. Like
I don't call those fedoras though. I feel like
that's true. They're not fedoras.
Well, I mean, they are fedoras.
depends on.
You're a fedora.
It depends on who's wearing it.
There was
Yeah,
a guy
neck
in
beard is a
Harlan today.
lifestyle, not a.
Like if Harrison Ford is wearing it, he could wear a tutu, and it would be,
High
You
class.
know.
Classy.
Yeah.
That's what your new gentleman would wear. Whatever
Yeah.
Harrison Ford would wear. But there was a guy wearing like an Indiana Jones hat, and it was like very moonshiner-esque. He drove like an older style truck. I'm like, this dude is Harlan. That's what I wanted Harlan to be like. There he is.
Had you never been before?
I've only been like 4 times to Harlan, and it's all been on work.
You never been passing through?
I don't just pass through Harlan.
Hey, you just don't know how to live, man.
You don't leave Harlan alive.
The girl that played fiddle on Weary and Well Doing is from Harlan.
Oh, nice.
Fun fact. Yes. Oh, and the guy that played pedal steel on I Hate It When You're Out is from Moorhead, Chris.
Woohoo!
He actually works at the college.
Oh.
But that was a random interjection. We were talking about Harlan.
Harlan is better now.
I remember we played a football game there in high school, and their grass was like that long. And Aaron Cunningham kept saying, "Long cut."
Like it's tobacco.
Yeah, well, that's what they were saying. Get that shot, long cut.
Did anybody grab it and try to eat it like tobacco, or not eat it, but chew it like tobacco? That would have. Somebody's got to have commitment to the joke.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Also, the grass was like 6 inches, guys.
Those guys are all crazy. Good dudes.
Yeah.
Good dudes. They were all wild.
My dad has a story. I think it's either about Harlan or Bell County. Like when he was in like football, his coach, like the dudes like at Harlan or wherever they were. I'm pretty sure it was Harlan. Like were like ginormous, and like his coach was like at halftime was like trying to light a cigarette, and his hands were shaking so bad he couldn't like light it. He goes, "Boys, they're trying to kill y'all," because the guys were so big. Because like freaking giants over in Harlan. You know what I mean?
They were on steroids.
They're
not on steroids. They're corn fed, Chris.
Corn fed, boys.
I bet that corn had steroids in it.
If you're Harlan, they say corn fed, but if it's like Laurel County, it's like, oh, they're 3 years older than everybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got that meth strength.
Yeah.
That what strength?
That meth strength.
That's the London strength.
One quick shot right before they go out of the tunnel, and then they had to do another one after halftime.
I did make a meth joke in my stand-up.
He did make a meth joke.
I was pretty proud of it. It hit pretty good.
It did hit. It landed.
I also made a poop joke, and it landed pretty good. That's like one universal thing. If you're ever new to stand-up, poop jokes are universal, everybody. Poop jokes are universal.
Poop's funny for everybody. It never stops being funny.
It's because it's always relatable.
You're lying. It's like,
not related? Oh, okay.
I can't wait to have a kid so that I can tell it poop jokes. And then it'll be like way funnier to the kid because she's a kid.
Yeah. But you're having a kid. Like that's.
Well, I think that's kind of what he meant.
Well, I don't think our listeners. I don't know if we mentioned it. Like, well, I don't know.
On the download, on the down low, we kind of just had a kid so I could tell poop jokes, but don't tell anybody.
Hey,
that's like Courtney's like, I want a kid, and George's like, well, can I tell it poop jokes?
Yeah,
I guess.
She'd heard
Jordan's all in.
Like we've been married for like a year and a half, and she'd heard all my poop jokes, and I was like, I gotta find somebody that will.
I can't get new material, so I gotta have somebody new to tell them to.
A new person. Yeah.
Well, you didn't really have to find it. You just had to create one. To create a new person.
I said too. I've always had the jokes, and I've always had the bod, and now it's just making it official.
You're gonna be a dad.
Yeah.
I feel old.
Well, Chris, we're 25. Well, you guys are 25. I'm 24.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Did you forget how old you were?
No, I know how I forgot that you were younger.
Yeah.
He's a baby.
I'm like 6 months younger than you guys.
That's a long time. A lot can happen in 6 months.
I'm like Luke.
A year.
Lucas is a year older.
Lucas will turn 26 like a month after I turn 25.
July.
Yeah.
Yeah. July.
John Welch is he's a May birthday. He was always like younger, and he was always like taller, than me.
I'm a June birthday.
June.
Yeah.
Well, that is the month before July.
What?
That is the month before July.
It is. Yeah. For those of our listeners that can't do simple math, I was like, I'm just gonna help them out a little bit, give them a little hint.
I mean, depending on how you look at it, it's the one right behind, really far behind July too.
Yeah, 11 months after.
Do you guys remember the song that we sang in kindergarten to learn the months of the year? Because I can sing it.
I still remember the Stegosaurus song I did.
Oh, for the dinosaur program?
Yeah.
I wore a Jurassic Park shirt that day. I don't know why I remember that, but I did.
My mom found like these off-brand Jurassic Park shirts that just had like dinosaurs on them, but like they were the skeletons of them. My mom's like, it's Jurassic Park. I'm like, no, it's not. And she's like, yeah, it is. I promise. And
That might have been what I had then.
And like I believed her, and then I got to school. No, you had an actual one because I was like, oh, it's not the same. I was like,
Well, mine was a hand-me-down, if anything. I think it was Jeremy's.
Yeah, I had an older sister. I didn't really want any hand-me-downs.
Yeah.
That would have been fun.
That just doesn't work.
I don't think we would have been friends if you walked into school on the first day wearing like, yeah.
Well, guys, that was the early 2000s, so.
Yeah.
But if it was
Different
2019,
times.
it'd been fun.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I feel like they kind of have to make me fun because,
Yeah, no, they have to.
you know, I don't know. I'm not even going to talk on that anymore because I'll dig myself a hole. So.
Please, somebody else dig a hole.
No, we're gonna let
Come
you stay
down,
in your
come
hole.
down into the hole with me. I need help getting
I
out.
got snakes.
I got snacks.
Come down here. I got snakes. Tyler, what is like who are your favorite comedians? Like top 3 that you try to, I guess, emulate.
I really like Jerry Seinfeld. That was one person, and then John Mulaney. John Mulaney is one of like. So I love Seinfeld. Like Lucas knows because here's the thing: if Lucas walked into our apartment when we lived together, I was only watching 3 things: King of Queens,
Friends, Seinfeld, and King of Queens.
Yeah, like I love Seinfeld. I love Jerry Seinfeld.
King of Queens.
Yeah, which
It
Kevin.
was the 3rd show on TBS.
Yeah, it would start out Seinfeld, then it would go to Friends, then it would be King of Queens, and I just watched them all the way through. Kevin James has a good stand-up set on Netflix now. Just like so you know, I didn't know he did stand-up, but it was good. But yeah, John Mulaney, he. What I really like about him is he wrote like skits for SNL before he did stand-up, and I wrote skits for TNL before I did stand-up. So I like to think I was on the right track, maybe.
Next thing you know, you'll be in a Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
Man, I wish.
Pig. Playing a spider that was bit by radioactive pig.
Or no, it was a pig. Wait, what?
No, he was a spider that was bit by a radioactive pig. It's how Spider-Ham became Spider-Ham.
Gotcha. I mean, I feel like I won't be as cool being in a Spider-Man movie. I'll probably be like lamer and be in a pig movie.
Babe 3.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because I'm.
Too.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, as long if I could be in a movie, as long as it's not you know what I'm thinking, but like.
Wow, no, I wasn't. Wow, you were the only one thinking that.
No, I'm saying as long as it wasn't
I was
that.
thinking it.
Okay.
My gosh. I just thought about it.
As long as it's not that, I'd be fine being in a movie.
Wow. I don't.
Okay. Have you listened to Anthony Jeselnik's stand-up?
I have not.
Anybody? Chris or Lucas?
I don't watch a lot of stand-up.
Oh yeah, third comedian Brian Regan.
Brian Regan. I don't think I've listened to Brian Regan.
He's really good.
Well, Anthony Jeselnik is very, like, terrible. Like, if you like super dark humor, then.
Anthony Jeselnik. I'll have to check him out.
But it's.
I really like this stuff like you can relate to. Like my stand-up set was like about like dating, like being a 24-year-old single person. Like I'm not single anymore, but like when I was. Chris, listen, Chris, I'm not bragging.
Wow,
I'm just stating
I
fact.
found love. Oh wow, I'm so happy. Wow, Chris is so lonely. Wow.
I never said that.
It's not what you said; it's how you said it.
I think you're the only one that got offended because Lucas is also single.
Yeah.
It's called a joke, Tyler.
Yeah, well, it hurts because I wasn't.
Oh yeah,
bragging.
says the guy in a relationship.
Well, I'm sorry, but anyways, like it was like just your parents set you up with people, like, and they're never your type. You find out your parents don't really know you because they set you up with people that aren't your type, and then like you end up third wheeling at dinner with your parents because you live with them, and it's just like a whole thing. Like that's what my stand-up set's about.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can get a copy of it.
Yeah, they're always your parents' type.
They are. They're always your parents. Like the ones they set you up with, they're like, yeah, I could see myself dating them. I think I could see Tyler dating them too.
I could see them being my daughter-in-law. Yeah. One time, my mom tried to set me up with a distant cousin, knowingly.
What?
Yeah. I was in high school. She lives in like North Carolina, and my mom was like, said something about me going to a family reunion to meet her, and I was like, well, that's weird. And she's like, well, you just never know. I was like, sorry. That's the most
What?
I've ever heard. What in Leslie County was that?
I didn't know we were in Genesis again.
Yeah. And she was like, it's far enough. It wouldn't matter. I'm like, no, it always matters.
Like
Maybe
even if it's like 12th cousin, as long as cousin's on there, you can't date them.
Cousin is involved.
Yeah, if you can knowingly trace it back, it's not okay.
No. And
I think if there's even a hint, if you don't have to have proof, if there's
I
a
mean,
chance,
that's not what I meant. Like, if there's any idea, no.
Like
Yeah.
if the proof could possibly be out there, or like people think it, no.
oh, it's even weird. Like on the other sides of family, like cousin of cousin or like step cousin or something. Like even that stuff's weird to me. It's like, no, I don't know. We technically have, yeah.
My dad tried to get me to ask out somebody that was a step to someone that I'm related to, and I'm like, no, that's a negative.
Yeah, I mean that would be definitely not nearly as bad, but like me personally, I would just be like, so yeah.
I mean, at this point, I can't be picky. So I mean, that was a joke. Also,
If only it were back in biblical days, Chris. Just the playing field was a lot broader back then.
yeah, and there wouldn't have been there wouldn't have been a lot of guys to choose from. So like, it was either me or nothing. So they probably would have taken nothing anyway. But
Well, no, because like back then they didn't like. Well, oh no, Moses lived for a long time. I was gonna say they didn't live that long, so it's like, well, I'm
they
only
lived
out 30
actually
years.
way longer than they
Yeah,
did.
they did. I was like, if it was like between Bible times and our times, like
There's
it's only
no
10
wait a minute.
years.
You want to try that again? Like, our times. Okay, I was like, wait a second.
What time did you? What did you think I said?
7:30. Gotcha. Hey, I'm real awkward right now. Somebody help me.
Chris, your dad jokes are on point, man.
Yeah, thanks. Now another reminder that I'm lonely. Yet another one.
Hey, I love dad jokes.
I know.
I'm always been a fan of dad jokes.
I-
Chris,
feel
just
better
adopt somebody. Just adopt a kid.
On Skyrim, Chris.
Too late. I've already filled that up. I haven't seen them in years. Hey, look, I furnished their house. What more do they want from me? I'm out slaying dragons and getting gold coins out of urns. What do they want from me?
Pillaging.
Yeah, I'm busy.
So,
They have their mom there.
That reminds me of how I met my girlfriend. I met her playing Dungeons and Dragons.
I was like, wait a second, hold on.
So you haven't
Met
seen
your
her
wife
in
on
years?
Skyrim.
Skyrim.
Yeah, I met her on Skyrim.
It's Isolde.
I don't think that's who I married. I think I married a nun from some like temple in another city. Anyway.
And Markarth.
Yeah. That her. Yeah, her. Yeah, that's the one.
Wait,
Yeah,
what was her name?
Not at all.
I don't know.
I just knew that there was like a whole temple of just like women nuns in Markarth.
But you can marry the nun?
Only if you're wearing the amulet of Mara.
It's probably no, it's not. I'm.
That was too much information.
Yeah, I play Skyrim too much.
No, you played just enough.
Just enough.
Just enough. Because I wanted answers and you gave me answers, but you didn't like keep going after I got my answer.
But you can't get married in Markarth. You have to go all the way to Riften. That's where the Temple of Mara is.
So
because you can't meet her, or you can't play. You have to play an away game. That's ridiculous. But being the Skyrim magnate that I am, I have houses in every city, so it doesn't matter.
Same. And then you got the 3 that you can build.
Yep. When you're the Thane of every hold, I mean, what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do from there? Yeah.
Become emperor.
Anyway.
Yeah.
No more lore
How
from
about we
Skyrim.
alienate everybody else and just talk about Skyrim?
I have 100 in dual wield and 100 in crafting, and then I stopped.
In crafting. What is
Yeah.
that?
For Skyrim.
Yeah, but like crafting?
Blacksmithing.
Man, that's cool.
Only so I could do, what is it?
Dragon
Daedric armor and dragon armor. It's the
I'm not-
only reason why I did it. As soon as I got it, I think I stopped.
I have so many iron daggers.
Yep. Like a million of them.
Lucas, I was in my parents' garage the other day, and I meant to bring it so I could show it on the camera. But there's a picture of you and I on Halloween. I'm going to say circa 2002 or 2001.
Okay.
I have a silver skeleton face, and you're a vampire.
Yep.
And yeah.
Lucas
Vampire
was always a
was-
vampire.
Always my go-to every single year. I was a vampire.
Well, you had a
If it ain't
sick
broke,
widow
go
suit.
fix it.
Okay.
I was Ted
Oh.
from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure one year.
That's a good one though.
But I was in third grade, so I guess it wasn't that year.
Gotcha.
My parents just sent me out as a bunny one year on Halloween.
So you were Ralphie?
I still have that bunny suit.
That's what Chris wore to the pajama party at youth this year at Christmas.
Yeah. Is that on Twitter? Is that your
My
Twitter?
Facebook profile picture.
That's what it is. Okay.
But it looked good. He slayed it. He owned it. It was great.
Yeah, I sure. Yay, self-image.
Speaking of pictures from childhoods, Jordan, do you remember when we played on the Blues team? Like in basketball, YMCA?
Yes, I do.
We wore red
Yeah.
shirts and we were called the Blues. They didn't get it. But
What year was that?
I
Were we in
don't.
middle?
No, we
would've
were in
been-
elementary school.
Was it okay? Because they had another YMCA league later on. when we-
Yeah.
That was when we were in middle school.
No,
No.
we were in high school whenever we played in the YMCA league. It was like
Oh,
sophomore
No, it was 8th
year.
grade.
I think it was
Eighth
eighth grade. Yeah, when Oscar Miller coached.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Was that 8th grade?
yeah.
Yeah, I was on Blake Sanders' team.
I was on the Detroit
Yeah.
Pistons with my cousin.
Were you on that team? The Spurs?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Were we on the same team?
Probably. It was like Steve Nash versus a bunch of kids. 'Cause Blake.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a second.
Wait, was Trevor North? I remember Trevor North.
Never
being on-
played.
We're dropping a lot of full names, guys. I just want you to be aware of that.
I don't care. Don't care.
Oh, is that like a
It's not like we don't do it. It's just like I don't know if they're cool
Friend
about
of the
it.
show, go for it.
uh
They don't listen. It's fine.
you can bleep me out.
No,
Oh,
I won't
yeah.
do it. I just
Sorry.
Guys, you were at number 5.
Boop. But anyways, back to the Blues. My niece is playing like Optimus Soccer, and you remember like there was a picture of me, like our whole team, like arms over shoulders, and like I saw the recreation of it with little kids at my niece's soccer game. I was like, oh my gosh.
Start
Like,
weeping.
no, I was just like, because there was this one kid that looked like Jordan as a kid, like, and then like.
I was like, a 4-year-old with a full beard.
No, not now, but like Jordan as a kid.
Wow, it's impressive. What a man.
And then there was like the chunky kid, like out of breath on the end. That was me. So it was throwback.
All
What
my
did you
childhood.
What?
When did you move from behind Drew? How old were you?
It was like right before I started kindergarten because we had that thing where you had to know your address and your phone number. And your mom was my kindergarten teacher, and she goes, "All right, Tyler, what's your address and phone number?" And I told her, and she goes, "That's not your address." I go, "No, yeah, it is." She goes, "What are you talking about?" I go, "This is my address. This is what my mom told me."
You sit on a throne of lies.
She goes, "No, I've seen you pee off the front porch of your house."
That's a revelation and a half.
I would go off the front porch and pee when I was a kid, like, cause like we only had one bathroom, so I would just go let it fly. And my mom goes,
I love how-
"Tyler, get back in here," and like Jordan's mom goes by.
I love how like drunk people revert to like 5 years old. That's a bit. That's like,
I still do it. I'm telling you. We have one bathroom. I still do it. You just got to be careful.
Yeah, cause like a 5-year-old doing, hey, that's funny. A 25-year-old, it's like, that's public indecency.
Yeah, you get it. But out here, I mean, if I got arrested for peeing off my front porch, I'll be like, please drive down this road. There's a million other things that are way worse than peeing off your porch that you could go actually do something about.
That's true. I was actually,
County.
I I have to go so I go to work occasionally that towards your route towards your house.
I go to
Jordan.
work occasionally.
Well, I change up how I go sometimes.
You go out to East 80 all the way to
Yeah.
Manchester.
I've done it a couple times. Just if I'm running really early, I just go that way because it's more scenic. But
Yeah.
It's dark.
yeah, but the parkway gets boring sometimes, Chris.
Fair enough.
That parkway it's pretty dangerous. I
It
feel
is.
like.
Everybody fly. Okay, so there was a dude in a Dodge Charger that
Was it a cop?
no, it was a civilian, I guess. If that's the right word. And they passed 5 people in a curve, and then swerved over last second before a coal truck came by. And I'm like, you almost just died. I don't know if you realize that, but that person almost died. Now it freaked me out. But yeah.
Yeah, I don't take, which of course, I live. I think I'm closer to Manchester than I am to London here.
Ooh.
But
Which you live past Blackwater or on Blackwater Road?
we live past Blackwater. The big giant post office,
Yeah.
old post office, right next to Freedom Church.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're close to that.
Yeah, because Blackwater is basically the halfway between Manchester and London.
Hmm. Yeah, Blackwater is isn't that right across from Providence? That road that goes that way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Me and Lucas just clueless this whole time.
No. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna. Here comes the Moorhead geography. No, I'm kidding. The most popular segment of the show. Chris talks about geography.
Chris.
Yes.
Okay, you will appreciate this.
Heck yeah.
I want to make this Kentucky themed wrestler, and he's got a move for all 120 counties.
That's the most accomplished wrestler in the entire history of wrestling.
Yeah. Later, when we're off air, I will tell you some of the names of the moves.
I feel like that's the redneck version of The Rock. When he
Does The Rock have 120 moves?
He
Tyler?
said he had the people's elbow.
That's one move. That's
Yeah.
119 to go, man.
No, I thought he had Jordan said a move whereas all the 120 counties unite and the people's elbow.
Oh no, he's literally 120 different wrestling moves.
Dear Lord, for them to rehearse that man, I got 99 more. You got to be kidding me, dude! I only had 5.
Yeah.
When they're practicing. Because,
Wrestling comes up again.
Yeah.
Can't wait to go to Bell County one.
Bell County belly flop.
I don't have all of the counties, but
We can workshop it.
I think I do have Bell counties.
Bell
We can
County
workshop
belly
it.
flop.
Sure.
Whatever you say. Whatever you say.
Yeah, that's what we can say it is on here.
It's
Sure.
not like you got to get the culture, Tyler. Belly flop doesn't reflect Bell County culture. I mean, it could if it's just
It could.
it
Very
could.
well. Yeah, go to
What they're belly flopping into,
the Middlesboro Mall, Chris.
I've never been to the Middlesboro Mall. That just sounds like a terrifying place to go.
Listen, it was a ghost town when we were kids, so I can't imagine.
It's do you think it's better or worse than the Richmond Mall?
Probably worse.
Oh,
Better or
gosh.
worse than the Somerset Mall?
I forget Somerset even has a mall.
I don't think I've ever been to that mall.
I think
There's
there's
an Applebee's in
3
it or something.
stores left in it. I think that's an Old Town Grill now.
All right, never mind.
The Old Town Grill.
There's a movie theater in it.
Yeah.
You know what? I think I have been. I've been to that movie theater over there. I don't know why I went to that movie theater though.
Especially when there's a drive-in.
Yeah.
So on the drive-in thing, I'm worried that I won't be able to hear the movie that great.
That's why That's why you have to tune in with the radio, Tyler.
Yeah, they've got you can just turn your radio dial to whatever station it tells you and it plays on it.
Okay, I'm more apt to go to that now because I didn't want to miss anything.
Yeah.
You have to just roll down your window and do this the whole time.
Well, that's what I was worried about. I was like, I don't want to have to do that.
And some of them at the Somerset one, there's also some of them have speakers next to the car too.
That's good to know as well.
As a Somerset drive-in expert,
Oh, Somerset driving expert about what?
okay, that makes it sound bad.
Well, because
It was all above the bar. Everything was above board. And it happened at that. My battery did die once at the Somerset drive-in, so I had to go to the little store
Pick up another extra double A's. Or...
Here's the problem. No, my car battery. Shut up. Shut up.
Lucas.
Shut up. Shut up.
Lucas.
And so the problem with my stupid car is the battery is in the back underneath the spare tire. So, like, yeah. It's
The
stupid.
most inconvenient thing ever.
Yeah.
It's absolutely ridiculous. So I have an HHR, so I have that giant hood so the car behind me can't see the screen. And so when you open the back, the lights in the car come on, so the people next to me can't really see it anymore because the lights in my car are on. My date's not happy. That was a person. And so we've got...
I would hope it was a person you didn't like take
yeah.
like a blow-up doll or something. Call that your date.
2019.
Yeah, what's wrong with that, Tyler?
Yeah. That's what he needed the double A batteries for.
I
What,
bet a blow-up
Lucas?
doll would have... Hey, I bet a blow-up doll would have had more personality anyway. Hey,
Oh.
taking shots. She's never going to listen to this, so that's fine.
You hope.
Come at me, bro. I don't care if she does. Whatever, dude.
New Chris is great. I love New Chris because New Chris fired up like actually goes hard in the paint.
New Chris has confidence. New Chris has swagger. New Chris has a pair of Kobe's.
New Chris does have a sweet pair of Kobe's. He pulls up to our church parking lot before we leave for Nashville. He goes, dude, I got some new shoes. And he's like, but they cost me some stuff. And I'm like, well, how much were they? And he goes, I don't, just guess. And so I'm guessing. It takes me like 5 minutes to guess. And
So I kept going like that.
yeah, like he didn't just straight up like, no, a little bit lower. He was like just moving his hand to where it like making me guess. I'm like, just freaking tell me how much you spent on shoes. I don't care.
I have a pair of boots that I've had since I was a junior in high school. So
I've had my Red Wings since 8th grade.
See, I've started buying shoes. Like I used to only have one pair of shoes I wore every single day until the soles fell off. And now I have options, and it's weird.
why did you start buying more shoes?
Because I'm an adult.
Okay.
This is new. Well, because I needed some dress shoes, I needed some relaxing shoes, and I needed some shoes to keep my feeties warm when it's cold outside.
My relaxing shoes are no shoes.
I just put socks on because my feet are gross and I don't like looking at them, so I put socks on.
Okay, I feel that.
I understand that.
I
'Cause I have this
got,
one
like,
toenail
Sasquatch
that's really wonky.
Yeah.
Like my big toe is so long it looks like a thumb, so I don't like looking at it.
Man, we got old man feet. It's weird.
Yeah.
I remember like, being a kid looking at my dad's feet and being like, those are gross.
And now I look at my feet, I'm like, man, I'm here now.
Yeah, we've arrived.
Yeah.
This is our future.
Like if I get married, like she's never allowed to see my feet, straight up. Like I'm putting that in the prenup.
I don't think you put that in the prenup. I think you put it in the vows.
I put it in my prenup. I put that in my vow on the wedding day. I'll just be there reading it. It's like,
I promise you
Yes.
never have to see my nasty feet. I think that's very touching, Chris, and being very vulnerable with your significant other.
Can I just say that behind closed doors instead of in front of like 100 people? Is that possible?
I mean, you could, or you could be genuine.
Or you could just not invite a lot of people to your wedding.
I feel like now new Chris knows more people, so new Chris is going to have people at his wedding.
Man, be surprised when you start making that list, man. It's rough.
Like people that, as far as like debating on whether to invite them or like debating on whether or not they would show up.
Well, I mean, like I guess both, but like Courtney was like, I want a small wedding. And I was like, great, that's great on paper, but you don't realize how many people you know until you start making this list. And so not only that, I mean, like, obviously it was a little tight, our wedding.
It was a party, though. I had fun.
Yeah, it was a party, for sure. Some more than others. But, yeah, I mean, just...
Wait, some more than others. Hey, finger guns.
Yeah, some more than others. But it just like, I don't know. But also, you feel like, too, if you're like me, like, when you think about inviting, there's a lot of people that it's like, well, like, I love them to death, but they live in California and haven't talked to them for 3 years, so.
Yeah. I don't have that problem, thankfully. But who knows? By the time I get married, whenever year that would be, I might have that problem. Who knows?
Yeah, and
Well-
then you have like family that's like gonna get butt hurt, and even though you only see them like once a year at the family reunion,
See,
you're
the
like,
thing is, my family's pretty small on both sides, so I'm not really worried about that.
Are you gonna invite Bo?
I should. I don't know
Yeah.
where he lives though.
and Bud Light. If you invite Bo, I think you have to
I would
invite Bud
Oh
Light.
my god, I'm not.
Bud
oh,
Light,
no.
dude. I wrote a song called "The Ballad of Bud Light," and I want to go play it for him.
I need you to put it on your next album.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it'll make it there.
That might be a B-side.
It might be B-side, but it's essentially like about how we met Bud Light and went to his house. And
Okay, speaking of albums, we actually need to talk about like when this comes out because it's like an hour and 5 minutes into the show. We need
oh yeah,
because that's like Jordan's big announcement that we said like 20 times before we ended the episode
I'm
last
not
week.
good about this. Yeah. God, you did okay, sorry. I'm gonna stop now.
well, these came in today. I brought a copy of them. I'm really pumped about the way that they turned out. It's got this white and light blue motif. And then Courtney's cousin, Audrey Bagley, painted this cover. And I think it looks super cool.
So that drops what day, Jordan?
April 26th.
And does it go on Spotify for April 26th?
Yeah, to my knowledge, it should go on like all forms of digital like stores. So like you should be able to be like, hey Alexa, play Jordan Allen the Bellwethers, and it'll go in there. Because I know our first record it wasn't compatible with Alexa or something, but this one should be. So Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Amazon, all that stuff.
We will probably have a Spotify link to Jordan and the Allen and the Bellwethers Spotify stuff because the episode won't be out until like a couple days after this airs because this airs Monday after Easter. So be sure to like check that out. April 26th. No, wait, yeah. No,
It comes out April 26th. Yes.
26th. Yeah. Sorry, Chris, quit laughing at me. You want to do it?
No.
Okay, then shut up. And then the next episode, we will actually have a link to the album. We'll have the actual Spotify link on the album to that. So go to Jordan's page, 26th, or you can just like next episode we have out, we'll have the Spotify link directly to the album. What was cool about this album was Jordan like shared it with us early, and it kind of actually made me feel like a journalist. I don't know. I felt like I was like, ooh, I feel big time.
I got an advanced copy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be a lot cooler if I was like Chris Stapleton or somebody, but
You're Chris Stapleton in our hearts.
thank you, Tyler.
You're too kind. You're too kind.
Yeah.
I talk about though release parties because one will be in Versailles at a really cool spot called Locals Tavern, and we chose to release the record at Locals because we started playing there last year, and they have been like really cool to us, really good to us over the last however long it's been. Like not been a full year we've been going there. I think we only played there twice, but they've always just been super nice to us. I think the first time that we played there, no, it was the second time we played there. They had like, I guess kind of a Halloween party and had like a bunch of pizza and was like, you guys should eat all this, and just took really good care of us. So I say that to say that if you've never been to Locals Tavern, you should come to Locals Tavern that night because I think that they're having a food truck too. She hasn't told me who's coming for the food truck. And then Saturday, that's 8 to 12, Friday, April 26th. And then on Saturday, April 27th, we're going to Mirror Twin Brewing in Lexington. That'll start at 6 o'clock. And we chose to release or do our second album release there because Mirror Twin has been super cool to us. They've given us a lot of really cool shows. We did the New Year's show there. And then they are brewing 2 beers for the release. One's called Johnny and one's called Mabel. And
Yeah.
I'm really pumped about that. Or at least last time we talked, that's what they were doing. So I was really pumped about that because I think that's super cool. And I geeked out a little bit whenever they told me that. So 2 really cool release shows. And then I'm going to get these down.
I was wondering what was going on. It's like a bug. I thought there was a bug flying around.
Oh, what?
Oh, you're looking up. I thought, oh, there's a fly in there.
I had these printed up. They'll be at the release. They're just like prints of the record because it looks so pretty. Yep. So that'll be there. CDs will be there. We got New shirts for this whole thing. Those will be there. New stickers, all that good stuff. So we're trying to go all out, and we're hoping that everybody will come hang out with us. I know we've got Lucas. You're in Lexington, right?
Yeah, I'll be there on Saturday.
Heck yeah, cool.
I'm gonna make that drive up. That'd be cool. That's gonna be a cool event. I don't want to miss that.
Yeah, no, you definitely don't want to miss it, man. It's gonna be a lot of fun, and we're gonna have pedal steel that night. So that's a really cool instrument. Not a lot of people know what that is exactly, but it's that.
I have no idea.
I don't know what that is either, but I assume it's super cool.
Is it like a mixture between a steel guitar and a dulcimer?
I don't think so. It's
Okay,
got
I just thought.
strings and pedals. It's crazy. It's the craziest instrument ever. It's that really whiny instrument on I Hate It When You're Right. The like
I thought it was a steel guitar.
90s country. Well, yeah,
Okay.
people call it guitar too. It's basically all of 90s country. It has pedals still in it. But he's coming. Thomas is coming to play both shows with us. I think we're going to be a 6-piece both nights, so that's going to be cool.
That'll be awesome.
Yeah. It's going to be really, really, really cool. I'm really excited about it. So.
And don't worry if you didn't catch all those dates and stuff. That will be in the description too. So make sure if you're in the Versailles area, you catch that release party. If you're in Lexington, be sure to be at Mirror Twin to catch 2 exclusive beers, and then also a great show that Jordan's going to put on with his boys, the Bellwethers, because that's going to be amazing. I went to your single releases. That was that was just an amazing show because what's cool is you have brought all these other songwriters too, but it was just a great time, a great just party of great music, well written songs, and just amazing musicians too. And that's going to be at these release parties as well.
Yeah, we're just here to have a good time, and if you all want to take home the record or anything else like that, that's just a plus. But we just want everybody to come and hang out with us. I know it's like a journey because we're from London, most of us are in the band, but we just feel like I don't know, we just wanted to put that record out up in that area of Versailles and Lexington and stuff first. So yep.
No, we appreciate you coming on the show because it's always fun to have guests, especially guests that we that we know in real life, because we've known Jordan for forever. Jordan goes as far back as me, Chris, and Lucas go back of being friends. We were all OG. I actually knew Jordan, I think, before I knew Chris and Lucas.
Mm-hmm. I think I knew. This is really embarrassing, but did you take gymnastics, Lucas?
Yep, I took gymnastics with you.
Yes, and that was before school, I think.
Yep.
But yeah, I feel like, and we played sport. I remember meeting Chris. He was in Tyler's class, my mom's class, and me and Lucas were in the same kindergarten class. But my mom used to she talked all the time about how smart this Chris Thompson kid was in her class, all the time. She's like, he knows this and this and this and this, and I was just like, okay.
What a loser.
Chris thought he was hot stuff because he could read.
Yeah. Already reading on these fools. He didn't need no Bob books.
How far the mighty have fallen.
Hooked on phonics. Chris created phonics. That's how smart Chris was.
Yeah, now I'm...
Yeah. And then I remember this super random time one time, but you and your dad came over to my house, Chris, and you picked me up, and we went to your house, and we played with Hot Wheels.
Why does everyone remember stuff that I can't?
Dude,
it makes me so mad.
I have really an oddly specific, I remember weird things. I don't know.
Well, at that stage in my life, it might have been the giant mountain. I had a Hot Wheels mountain when I was a kid. It was like 4 feet tall. It was like a mountain of Hot Wheels tracks.
It probably was.
The coolest memory I have of Chris and his dad was they took me to Monster Jam.
Oh.
And then I stayed the night, and then Kenny snored the whole night. But the Monster Jam was worth it. It was amazing.
Kenny.
I
remember.
Oh no.
Kenny, remember whenever we first started playing as the Bellwethers, and he said that he told somebody we sounded like Mumford and Sons.
And he told Justin he looked like one of the Beach Boys.
Yeah. Oh, Kenny, man.
Kenny's the best.
Kenny's the man.
He's
And then, oh man, and
oh no.
Deborah was our 4-H director in the
Yeah, she
fourth
was.
grade.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Lucas, were you in Miss Gross's class?
Yep.
Okay.
Loser.
I was in Miss Jules.
Yeah, the three of us are in Miss Joel's
Yeah.
class.
Lucas, loser.
Yeah.
Left out.
I feel like I wasn't in a lot of, like, we didn't have the same teacher a lot, except for kindergarten, me and Lucas.
I don't think
Yeah,
I
I
had the
don't
same
think we
class.
did.
No, because you were in Miss Elmore's class,
Yep.
I was with you
And
in Miss
Then
Elmore's.
Mullins.
Miss Mullins, yeah. And then
Woohoo.
Miss Fisher or Miss Leonard?
No, I think I had Mullins again.
You had Johnson with me first grade.
Huh? Oh, yeah, I had Miss Johnson.
No, Lucas was in Miss Johnson's class too.
Was he?
I'm pretty sure.
I might have a yearbook somewhere. I don't know.
There's like a.
I think
like
we
you
all were in
remember
Miss Johnson's
very
class.
specific things. Like before fourth grade, it's just blacked out for me.
It really is for me too.
Lucas was drunk all of elementary school.
Oh my gosh, this is really weird that I remember this. But in kindergarten, we made those posters. I don't know if my mom's class did this. We made these giant posters, and it was like what I like.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I have one
Yeah,
of those.
we did. I have mine still.
That Lucas disliked was a picture. There was a picture of him with all of his hair shaved off.
It was completely shaved off.
And I remember, I think it was at Lucas's house, and I was like, you don't like yourself or something?
I was like, no, it's my haircut. Yeah,
On
that
mine
was the
was the
first and only time my mom tried to cut my hair. So I didn't have to go to the barber shop or anything like that. And she didn't put the guard on correctly. So it just lined like everything up. It was pulling my hair. And my dad came in. He was like, we just got to buzz it. So it was completely just zero all over. And I was just like, I don't like it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was actually hanging up until just like 1 or 2 years ago in my childhood bedroom or whatever. Yeah, whenever we moved, we took it down. I'm sure I have it somewhere. I don't know where it's at though.
Have they sold the house yet?
Yeah, they sold it.
Okay.
They sold it a little while ago.
I know I had my poster like that until I redid my room in 6th grade from like pea yellow to like hunter green. Like, no, it was legit piss yellow. My room was piss. I don't know what my mom let me pick my room color, and I picked piss yellow. I'm like, which one of these looks the most like my urine? I want that one. And then like 6th grade, I'm like, I want to change my room. And I think my mom was like, yes, finally, he can finally pick a good color. But we took that down. It's in like our spare office room or whatever, and it's in like in storage. But yeah, I know exactly where it was at.
So my mom's class did one too?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember doing it vaguely.
My favorite show was Wishbone.
What, dude? That came out of nowhere. We still talking about
That was on the poster.
Oh, okay. You just. I thought you just said this is my favorite show. I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
Like on the poster, I remember Wishbone was my favorite show. It's like the dog who went through history or whatever.
Oh. Okay.
I don't know that.
I wish I knew what mine was on. I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember what my favorite show was. I remember what I wanted to be whenever I grew up was an electrician. And
I
there
said
wasn't.
teacher.
I've got a box full of old stuff in my closet. I might I might have something in there. Hold on.
Chris is. Hold on. We gotta end the show, Chris. We gotta end the show.
Okay, I'll look at it later.
Yeah. Next time. Because we're an hour and 20 minutes in. This is one of the longest episodes, which has been good. Like, I've had so much fun. I always love having Jordan on the show because Jordan remembers the weird stuff we did in high school and elementary school.
Yeah.
And
Don't get me started on high school and college me with weird stuff. That's where it gets into the dark territory.
I do remember the Flavor Rich commercial.
Oh.
I didn't even get to be in it. I was so mad because they didn't ask me to be in it.
I was never asked to do anything cool.
If I can find it like really quickly, y'all just keep doing what you're doing. I have a video of my parents. They have it on their computer for some reason.
Because they were so proud. You were like one of the stars.
Yeah, I was like super country. It's like new label, same great taste.
It was like is it the old folks sausage or whatever?
Purnell sausage.
Yeah, Burnell sausage. That's what it is.
Because I remember there was always a kid in those commercials that looked completely goofy as all get out. I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
That's just hurtful, Chris.
No offense to the kid, but you looked goofy. Like, I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
All right. Let's see.
Oh my gosh.
Jeez.
Oh my gosh.
I want that to be a ringtone.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and I've got like, let's see. I videoed, I think, all of Drew and Sam and Trent. Drew's is 58 minutes long, or not 58 minutes, 58 seconds long, because he could not stop laughing. But anyway, yes, I'm glad I found that.
But that's why Jordan's always fun to have on, because we have all these inside jokes that we had in high school and like all these funny stories. So it's always fun to have Jordan, and then he also does really cool things. Like, his music is awesome. You guys should go check it out when it comes out, April 26th. The name of the album is, Jordan, what is it?
Weary and Well-Doing comes from Galatians 6:9.
Yeah, so that will be out April 26th, guys. That was the big announcement that me and Lucas were so excited for, that Chris wasn't as excited for as us, but me and Lucas were super pumped for it. We couldn't keep it in, we're like, dude, Jordan has the biggest announcement coming next week. And Chris was like, could you guys quit saying that? Like, I'm not excited for it.
I'm like such a bad friend. Shut up.
I'm hurt, Chris.
What about the T-shirt?
Okay, I did forget about that.
Thank you.
I'm just kidding. I wasn't ever hurt, but
I still feel I'm so okay. Sorry, you just
all right. So we're gonna end it, guys. Thank you so much for listening, Jordan. Thank you for being on another episode. The guest that has been on most times. Greg can go kick rocks now. Words from Chris. He says it earlier in the show. Greg, Chris doesn't like you anymore. Sorry. But hopefully this episode's been better than static. We will catch you guys next time. Goodbye.
Oh my gosh.
If you like video games, debates, and silly banter, you'll love Gamerheads Podcast.
Outside of your store, because I do feel like your store knows its identity. I do. I think that you guys know what you are. No?
Not always.
Really?
It sells fidget spinners.
Well,
Not anymore.
I mean, for a while.
Not anymore,
not
You're
Matt.
experimenting
Not
with
anymore.
That's what I'm saying, though. You were just experimenting.
Golf was made by a Japanese guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go Iwata.
Yeah. Speaking of
the
it,
game.
Yeah, not the sport.
yeah.
Okay, I was like, huh.
Well, speaking of Nintendo.
Follow Gamerheads on Podbean at gamerheadspodcast.podbean.com.